This is Makonas Pukani, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. Today, I want to deal with another topic that speaks about being a leader with influence. I want you as a young man to become a leader with influence. But I want us to touch a little bit of characteristics of leaders with influence so that you can be able to know that you're on the right track, to know that you need to be a leader of influence. But how so? How should you be the leader with influence? By looking at these characteristics that we speak about today, and they will help you to shape yourself according to them, to be able to become a leader of influence. Now, the first thing that I want you to see that leaders of influence are having is that they give even when they don't have to give. Now, leaders of influence, they give even when they don't have to give. Now, giving is a characteristic of a leader with influence. And it's a very, very important aspect because remember, as a leader, there are situations whereby people have got needs. People are actually having needs that needs to be met. And not many people are having the heart of giving to others than to fulfill their needs. And also, I want you to understand as well that when people pray unto God, it is not God coming from heaven that will come and dish out and answer their prayers by dishing out that which they're praying for, but it is through other people that will be able to be giving enough to release and open their hands and make sure that they give even when they don't need to be giving, even when they are not demanded to be giving, and that will be answering the prayers of other people in this world. Now, as a young man, if you want to be of great influence, be a giver. And this is the reason why many philanthropist people that are actually wealthy, and they are people that are giving out there, they are highly respected in their space because they're very influential and people are looking up towards them because of the influence that they are wielding amongst the people. Now, if a community is a poor community that is hungry, they don't have food to put on the table, and you are coming, you're giving to them, even though you're not obliged to give. You're not obligated, actually, to give, but you decide to go and give them. Make some meals and food for them, and go and give them some food parcels and supply and support their needs. If you start doing that, remember what is going to happen. They're going to recognize you. You're going to be of a great influence to their lives because they see you as a savior to them. They see you as an individual who's assisting and helping them in their lives. And that's the reason that I want to emphasize that if you want to be a leader of influence as a young man, please give even when you don't have to. Secondly, I want you to remember that when you want to be a leader of influence, you must have care for others. Now, consideration in this life is the influence that you can make in this life is through caring for others. People remember people for not what they've heard them saying. People remember people for what they've seen them doing towards them. So in other words, the best person that you will remember as an individual is somebody who has actually come to your rescue during the time of your need. We're speaking about somebody that is so caring to you. Somebody who's opening up their hearts to take care of you and your beloved ones around you. Somebody who is showing the heart of caring is somebody that will be remembered forever. And I want to emphasize that as a young man, it is an easy exercise to practice, to be caring for people. Now, because caring doesn't necessarily need money at all times, they are caring by just being gentle and to being humble to people and to respect individuals, even what they are facing, to be careful of that. To be aware of what people are facing in their lives. To be aware of what troubles the people are facing. Now, when you are aware of what people are going through in their lives, even just by comforting them, that is caring towards them. Even by just remembering that they are going through pains and troubles, they are actually facing situations that are difficult for them, and go and be with them and support them. Just to be with somebody who has lost a loved one, you may not need to say anything. You may not need to preach to them. You may not need to say anything to them. But just by being there, they see your support and they know you are caring. And people remember the people that are caring more because that's the only way you're going to impact and influence the people. The greatest influence is actually out of the people that are caring. Without caring, you're not going to influence anybody. And I must make you realize that if you are in a community that needs your services, a community that is in need, and you go out and care for them, you're going to be recognized in that community. You're going to be known in that community. You're going to be of a great influence in that community. So as an individual, I want to emphasize that please care for others, because that is a duty of a leader that is of influence. You cannot be of influence if you don't care for other people. The other thing that I want you to see is that you need to grow continuously in order to be of a great influence. Now, when we speak about growing continuously, we're not speaking about physically. We speak about growing in resources, making sure that if you are a philanthropist, grow in resources so that you can supply and take care of many people. The other thing is growing in intelligence, growing in wisdom as well, growing in emotional intelligence as well. When you grow in those areas in your life, you will influence people. You will impact the people in their lives. You'll make people to admire you with awe and look up to you and say, wow, what a type and a manner of man is this? Because that's very important, that you influence and impact the people, but you can only impact people if you grow and become a better person. Now, a person that grows continually is able to choose the words of how they speak to people. They're able to choose the way of behavior of how they behave towards other people. Now, it shows growth. It shows maturity. And hence, I've mentioned the element of wisdom in growth, because when somebody is growing, you'll start to see the element of wisdom growing in them. They become better people. They are actually impacting the community because their wisdom will be seen and known by the people. And that is very, very important. I want to also mention that if you want to be a leader of influence, you need to live authentically. To live authentically is a very simple thing to do, because you become yourself. You become honest to yourself. Where you're weak, don't try to be strong where you're weak. So therefore, make sure that people know who you are clearly. If you have to cry because of a situation, cry anyway as a leader. And you say, am I not embarrassing myself? Am I not exposing myself too much to my subordinates? Who cares? Because if you're authentic enough, people trust you and believe in you. And that which you say to them, they know how authentic you are, and people believe and follow you. Now, remember that subordinates would love to follow people that are authentic. Subordinates want to follow people that are living the life that is transparent, the life that is real. They are not lying and faking life. Because when you start to fake a life, you are not authentic enough, and therefore you cannot lead the people. Exemplary people are people that don't fake life, are people that are authentic, people that are honest with themselves, people that can be looked up to, because people know that this is an authentic individual. He's not a superhero. So therefore, I can identify with this type of a person and become authentic person as well. And therefore, this influence of this person is impactful upon my life. So you will be impacting people by being authentic. Allow me to finish here. I want to end up here today. Your host, Maikona Spokane, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. This topic was part one of Be a Leader with Influence. And I want you just to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel so that you can be able to follow some of our videos in our channel and learn from them. We have actually compiled quite a few videos that will be of a help to you as a young man. And I hope you will continue doing that. Press the subscription button, press the notification button as well, and make sure that you are notified as we load other videos on. May the good Lord bless you. And I want you to allow us to say cheers for now.